Good Saturday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tesuiji at the desk with the Saturday Seafarers, home of your 2029 Nihon Koku Series champion, Chiba Pirates. For the second time in this save, we have won the whole shebang. Small problem. It cost us a lot of money to get there. So we're going to have a very painful off-season. Probably once we hit the winter meetings, we're going to bid farewell to one of our starting pitchers. I will explain why. First, though, some admin stuff that we took care of in between streams. We signed a new third base coach in David Martinez. Pretty good stats across the board. Looks great on infield running. So, with that, we got a pretty good core of players here. Martinez in particular helps out with the works well for just about everyone except our manager, Fujikawa. And he's helping out improve our catching and our outfield work. Oh yeah, as you can see, we're kind of pooched on the budget. Either we cut our scouting and development, which I very much prefer not to, because our payroll's going up to 33.3 million, then 34.9. And it's all thanks to this palooka. Kenshin Morita, the highest paid man in all of Japan. We signed him to that massive mega deal for his pending free agency, which kept him in the club. He's 6-time Gold Glover, 6-time All-Star, 2-time champion, 2-time Pitcher of the Year. This year was a bit of a step back for him. Not as many strikeouts, a bit more walks, still suppressed the long ball plenty. He hasn't thrown as many innings, and I'm wondering if that's because his stamina is starting to go down. But he's still young. You still have an opportunity to get something for him, and he's managed to avoid injury. You can see the massive mega extension here. In the middle of the 2026 season. Back when his stuff was 60 and his movement was 60. I mean, he's not even that splitty. He's still fantastic against lefty starting. The downside is that price is the cost. So if we take a look at the finances report, our little market team is 5th in the league in payroll. And we're supporting what's currently the 2nd highest salary in the league, about to be the 1st highest, Michio Kunishige. Why is Shinjuku paying this guy? Oh, he's a pending free agent, so they will stop paying him a ridiculous sum. Especially since he lost almost all of his wins above replacement. Tough going for the Shiggy. So we've been asking around, trying to find buyers for Kenshin Morita. I have these saved. I'm not actually going to pull the trigger on any of them just yet. Offer 1 is with the Kansai Cubs. We'd eat 10% of the remaining years and get Masahide Abe for 2 seasons, 1 plus a vesting option. Consistent 4-win player. Bit of a down year this year in terms of power, in terms of runs batted in. But hey, the Cubs made it all the way to the Nihon Koku series. This is who we beat. And he'd do well as our first baseman in lieu of Shumei Sugahara. The one issue, outspoken personality. Not sure I dig that. Next option is keeping Morita in the division, eating 15% and including Nobusuke Matsuoka, for super shortstop Kazunari Nakanishi. Yasuhide Tasaka was sub-replacement last year. Nakanishi has excelled in the field, just not with the bat. 15 zone rating, 18, 13, 12. Well, those were all at second base, and this year he moved to short and put up 9.5. So that's option 2. The one I'm leaning to the most right now is option 3 with the Shinjuku Jaguars, sending Kenshin Morita and third base prospect Koichi Yamamoto who is currently blocked in our organization by both Mototomi Arai and Hiroyasu Matsuda, or Machida. Hiroyuki Machida. Don't even know my own players. For Isoroku Makino. Adding him, and his 3 years of arbitration, we get an MVP. We get someone who's capable of 7 wins above replacement. And we get someone who can put a hammerlock in either of the corner infields, letting us move Yugo Kaneko to center in case Sugiura gets injured. So that's the one most likely, but I'm going to wait to the winter meetings to see if we can actually pull off something better. I have all these saved, of course. All right. Other good news. We got awards. In the Golden Gloves, Kenshin Morita, as previously mentioned, wins it for pitcher Koshu Onishi, who we added via trade from the Saitama Panthers, picks up the win at first base. And Motokuni Sugiura, our fragile captain who we got from the Jaguars, put up 3.3 wins above replacement and a almost 5 zone rating in center to win the Golden Glove there, his second in his career. Wait, is that second consecutive? It is. Kyuji Fujikawa, yes, that one who used to be a member of the Chicago Cubs, has done well enough to guide this team to a championship and won Manager of the Year. Yugo Kaneko with a unanimous Rookie of the Year campaign. Very good results for the 21-year-old, and he's still got room to grow. He had nothing left to prove down in the minors. Back-to-back 3-win seasons, he was ready to make the jump. Of course, if we do go get Makino, what does that mean for Randy DeJesus? Does that convert him to a DH? Possibly. And winning our the second Yamamoto Award in a row, Juan Balbuena in a tightly contested competition. Part of the reason why I want to trade away Kenshin Morita is to be able to afford an extension for Juan Balbuena. He's only become one of the most dominant pitchers in Japan. Thank you, Cuban government, for loaning him to us. And as you see here, we don't need Kenshin Morita if we have Kobayashi, Kato, who we just acquired from the Woodpeckers mid-season and played fantastically for us, Kodai Senga, and Osamu Hattori, who does not deserve to be the best number 6 starter in Japan. He deserves to be a top 5 at least. So that way he can actually, contribute more than 15 starts a season. First year draft time. The Sendai Woodpeckers win the draft lottery and will go first overall. We are drafting dead last. The Sendai Woodpeckers will add to their organization Toshimitsu Suzuki. They must be getting goo-goo eyes at the bat because 13 home runs in 22 games in high school is pretty good. Astrals will take Munoto Shimamura. College outfielder, probably a corner outfielder type. 80 contact though. Shinjuku Jaguars will add Hajimu Ikeda. Interesting. Sort of a Tetsuto Yamada profile. The Panthers will add Masahisa Takaki. Balanced bat, good defense. Looks like he only played 1 year in high school, though. Interesting. The Dolphins adding Itsuma Nagata. Another corner outfielder. Tough to strike out, batted .509 in second year of high school. Do you think Ashida falls to us? The Bulls will take Motoshige Uchida, the catcher. Big catcher ability. They see him as a defensive stud. I mean, they've had Tamao Kondo behind the plate for ages, so no surprise. The Rings will take Yakamochi Uemura. Oh, if that changeup develops out, it's looking good, but I don't know if 35 stamina is going to play. At the very least, it's a big arm out of the bullpen. The Phoenix will add Chitoji Wakabayashi, going with a defensive second baseman. The Bruisers will take Ashida. No surprise there. It was only a matter of where he was going to go in the first round. Kansai Cubs will add Shozo Shibata. Already has a change oof, but if you can overlook that and maybe add another pitch, Shibata could be really valuable. The Golden Kites will add Yoshinori Kamiya. Now that is a change oof. This is a bullpen pitcher. Unless you can teach him another pitch. So here's who we are looking at. Scout says we should go with Toshio Negoro. The problem with Negoro is we already have good catchers, so this guy is more than likely a DH first baseman type. We already have decent prospects there. Nishihara, corner outfielder at best. Ito. Ditto. Inoue, yet another third baseman. Let's see. Kazuo Ogi as a defensive outfielder might be a decent choice. Suzu Yamane could turn into something as a shortstop. And then there's Shiraishi as a pitcher down here. He's who I'm going to go with next round because he's got a sniff of two-way options. All the good pitchers have been taken. Unless I go for Shimizu. Overlook the change oof and just make him a 95 and a slider combo reliever. Well, I mean, we overlooked Suenaga. Let's go with Suenaga. Switch hitting shortstop could come in and be a defensive infielder for this team already. All right, round 2. Is Shiraishi still there? Yes, he is. Let's grab him. Third round, let's grab Shimizu. Now you'll note we only have 5 rounds because there's 2 kinds of leagues trying to draft from the same player pool. Hey, Laptop Hound, thank you much for the raid in. Much appreciated. Good Saturday afternoon, friends and neighbors. This is the Chiba Pirates in the 2029 offseason. We won the championship last Saturday in 5 games over the Kansai Cubs. We're in the midst of doing our draft. In the first round, we added, whoops, didn't mean to click that. We added Terumoto Suenaga, defensive shortstop, second base type. You know, someone who we could probably use on this club. Second round, took a flyer on Shiraishi to be a starting pitcher out of high school. Third round, if that slider develops, who cares about the rest of him? And now we're in the 4th round of 5. Scout thinks we should take Hashimoto. Speaking of change oofs, ugh. I kind of want to see where Kondo goes here. I got a good vibe about him. And just because we could always use more second basemen, let's grab Kunimichi Tani. Okay. So, settle in. This is an off-season stream. We're going to see if we can plow through the entire off-season. So that way, for next week, not only will we have the Mob Your Bob giveaway, but we will also have the home opener for the 2030 season. Sorry, fiddling with the volume on this background track is finicky. Alright, we're letting Masuho Sekine, Tekan Kida, Hiroyoshi Fukumoto, and Shohei Tomioka all leave the team to free up a little bit of cash. And we say goodbye to our free agents. Let's call up Kikuchi again. Yeah, so that Makino deal might be what we go for, because that can move Randy DeJesus to DH. I mean, Machida can play first and third base. I'd much rather see him there than Arai. Now, let's take a look at the fielding ratings here. Yeah, Machida is the better defender at third. So let's turn off the force start there. Cool. Okay, we have less than minimum salary. This is why we gotta make some moves. I don't want to cut scouting and development because we've built such a fantastic organization. And we'll call up Kajiwara. I mean, one thing we may need to do is call up Kim Jun-seo as a backup infielder up the middle. Not that I don't trust Asao Okazaki, but it'd be nice to have another option. Oh yeah, and the hope is Kenichi Endo can come back as an actual closer. See about that. Because let's not forget, not only are we competing against the majors for free agents, we're also competing against the Mirai League. I mean, we only lost 5.6 wins above replacement. Woodpeckers lost Okamura, Kapo. Jansel Santana is an interesting ad. But injured, so we'll see about that. I know Okamura would love to come back, but our outfield is full, and also he was kind of a dunce. So, if anything, we're looking to improve DH and shortstop. And we're going to have to sit on our hands for a little while. Actually, let's take a look at the prospect filter. Let's see who we got. We do have one foreign player slot open. Very interesting looking player here in Trey Faltine. Looks like he finally finished up his 3 years in the KBO. Would love to get a shortstop. .4 wins above replacement in the Cabe. That's pretty good. Luis Ravello. Okay. How does Ravello compare to our... Mr. Tasaka? I mean, Tasaka will be good eventually. Alright, let's just sit on that for a while. Let's get to the winter meetings and then see if we can pull a swing for Balbuena. The hope is guys like Takara Fukui, hello Mr. Changeup, or Kim Ji-hoon, or Hirotsugu Kobayashi and that ridiculous slider will be ready to go and join the club to fill in the gap from the departing Kenshin Morita. So we're going to just sit on our hands. Zoom through the offseason here. Bask in the reflected glory of our championship. Hopefully all of y'all are enjoying your weekend. Long one, if you are American, of course. It's been a busy streaming week for me. We had the baseball beaters on Wednesday, and then my hastily thrown together Perfect Team stream on Thursday, and now this. So I'm watching outside my window. They are constructing what looks like either an elevator or a crane in the open pit where a new apartment building is going to be going. It's been a fun morning, to say the least. All right, some interesting deals going down. Bruisers being active on the trade market early. A trade with Osaka, a trade with Saitama. Still no eligible Hall of Famers in this league because we just started it. Take a look at the trade log, see what happened there. Player for prospect, pitcher for pitcher, basically. Looks like just a shuffling of relievers. Panthers doing a salary dump to the Bruisers, who had Motofumi Ito. And then with the Bulls, oh wow! Bulls decided to trade away their catcher, Tamao Kondo, who has won 6 straight Golden Gloves in the last 7 seasons. For Jimon Kusanagi. Who the heck are the Bulls staffing a catcher then? They're handing things over to Mitsunori Mimura. Their longtime backup. Either that or they're going to be on the free agent market. Alright, some new faces showing up. I kind of want to issue Ravello minor league. Oop, we do not have enough money for that. We'll deal with that later. So, part of the reason I did all that scouting for trading away Morita is because if you shop a player, he gets uppity about it. So let's see if the Jags are still interested in doing a deal. Okay. They're not so keen on... Alright, we can still swing this. Just going to take a few more prospects than I thought it would. I mean, I was counting on Sakamoto for being a part of this club, the major club next season, 6.6 wins above replacement. But if we get Makino, DeJesus moves to DH and can still fill in the outfield. We still got secret weapon Tamotsu Handa. Or do we include Tomita, our catching prospect? I think that may be where we go. I mean, we still have 4 catchers. And Tomita is the weakest fielding catcher of the bunch. So I'd be okay with swapping Tomita. Now, would the Jags be willing to eat some cash? No? Okay. Let's keep that option open. Three pitchers on the trading block. Mitsuo Sato. I mean, we already have Raul Rangel, so we don't need a dominant closer like that. Our old friend Shunpei Yoshikawa Also with the Jaguars. I mean, I wouldn't say no to a reunion. And Choi Sung-young, also from the Astrals, who basically pitched 15 games and didn't pick up a single win in the pros. So, yeah, we're not going to trade for him. But maybe we add Yoshikawa to our deal for Morita, just to make things a little bit more even. Anyways, let's shop the guy. See what we can pick up. We're not sending him into the division if we can afford it. That's it? Oh dear. Alright, let's throw in one of those prospects. Like a Koichi Yamamoto. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Woodpeckers would offer Yasuhide Okazaki, and not as good as Makino. Natsuki Ito, fragile, no thank you. Don't want Shintaro Fujinami. Moriyama doesn't quite move the needle for me. Okay, so let's try one other trade option. Because I did some scouting on this, and back when it was like just at the start of the offseason, I was able to swing a deal for Shin Maeda before he won his 5th MVP in a row. And I'm wondering if the Bulls are still interested in that deal. Like, we could even throw in a Tomita and a Jihoon Kim. Because adding Shin Maeda would get us our shortstop. He doesn't play often at short, but when he does, he's been shown to be above average. Like 115 games at a 4 zone rating only a few seasons ago. That is a steep asking price, though. I'm not giving up Balbuena, Kobayashi, or Hasegawa. Oh, man. Because that takes 2 bites out of our starting rotation. But given that Kobayashi's fragile, he's been able to stay healthy for the most part. He just has back stiffness. No, I think the deal we're going to do is with the Jaguars. A reunion with Yoshikawa. Would give us our replacement right out of the rotation, but it would add dollars to the deal. Actually, let's add some money, some cash to the deal. Godspeed Kenshin Morita. And now the Panthers have an impressive-looking rotation. They need it. And their payroll isn't even that bad. Adding Makino, former MVP. Looks like capped arbitration numbers, 4.8 million, possibly up to 5.3. And we're under 30 million for payroll. So now we can go out and actually make some trades or some signings. Let's see. Yeah, Makino's going to go to right field. Randy to DH. I like how that came together. And now we'll have one of Machida or Arai at third. They'll probably just trade off between the two. Like, if we look at batting ratings, Machida might actually be more of a platoon V lefty option. I just want Sugahara to start delivering on that 65 contact. I mean, Mitsunaga shouldn't be seeing anywhere near a starter rotation. Let's call up Sakamoto. And Kensaku Suzuki. Let's add them to the 40-man. Alright, I don't hate this, but I would love to get another middle infielder. Let's head to the off-season center and see where things are at. Kondo stays with the Jaguars, or goes Phoenix to Jaguars. Juan Amarante to the Dolphins. Masakimi Okamura, of course he goes to the Golden Kites. Of course they shell out almost $30 million. These guys are too good. Let's flip over to the Mirai League and see what their offseason's been looking like. See if they've stolen any players from us. Guy going to the Black Swans. Luifa Romero. Ooh, that's a very good closing option for the Spirit. Still can't believe that we actually managed to get someone from GPBO into the majors and he did this well. 140 OPS plus 3 seasons with the Nationals. Which team was he with in the or in our league? Oh, the Phoenix. Right. Just capital D dominant. So now that we have $2 million, does that get us anyone? We don't need a DH anymore. I think what we'd be looking at is a backup infielder, or middle infielder. Do we even have someone like that? Oh, right, Kim. And we've got Suenaga, who will be getting an invite to spring training, to be fair. When is the Major League Free Agency starting? Oh, it's already happened. Cool. Hey, look who's a free agent now. Lars Nootbaar. If we didn't just trade for Makino, I'd go after Lars Nootbaar. Let's look at the shortstop position, see who's out there. We can't afford these guys. There's a Blue Jays prospect, Arjun Nimala. $4 million bucks. Yeesh. I mean, yeah, 24-year-old, he's probably got room to grow, but a lot of good foreign talent out there for us to scoop if we wanted to. Let's go back to the hands crew. And let's change the filter so that infield range is 65. There we go, that's more like it. Gabriel Arias. Old Man Javi Baez. Trey Faltine. We already looked at. Khalil Watson. Okay, Khalil Watson. We have a foreign player slot, let's use it. Or Noah Miller. So, let's take a look. Starting from the top, Gabriel Arias. I'm assuming it's a short A. Better contact, better home run pop. If what we're looking for is a stopgap, Arias would fit the bill. Would love to get Nico Herner. Not sure he's going to be able to fit into our budget. Baez won't even give us the time of day. So Khalil Watson. Better avoid K, worse contact, worse I. Then there's Noah Miller, the best defender of the bunch, but the bat leaves a lot to be desired. He's basically what Tasaka could turn into. I think we gotta start talking to Gabriel Arias. Let's offer him 2.2 with a team option that fills in the other 400 grand that he's looking for. Why is it not letting me do a 500,000 buyout? Okay. Spiff! That could address our shortstop-ish. And then we just need a pitcher to fill in the gap. Ideally, someone Japanese so we don't bounce off the free agent limit. Alright, between Kinji Miura and Katsumi Tanaka, better control, better movement and stuff, better stamina. Better results. I mean, career-wise, they're basically identical. I think we're going to offer to Kinji Miura first. Wait. They both want minor league deals. Why don't we sign both? Give them a 50K bonus for each. Oops. I meant to do that. And Miura's already gone to the Bulls. They scooped us. So, good thing we offered to Katsumi Tanaka then. Hee hee. Man, quiet crowd today. Yeah, that's what I wanted, moving Hattori out of the number 6 spot in the rotation so he gets more starts. Makino adds speed, adds pop, adds defense. Exactly what we're looking for in right field. Kaneko in left. Randy being able to play all 143 in the DH slot. Perfect. See if anyone's on the trading block that catches our eye. The only other player is the broken Michio Naito. So the Jags are basically looking to sell. And we're not buying. From the KBO to the JPBO, Ha Jun Young into the Sendai Woodpeckers bullpen. Oh, sure, their foreign signing is going to go well. Looks like the Dolphins and the Bulls made a deal. Golden Kites and Astrals. In the real Japanese league, seeing a trade is like seeing a comet. Unexpected, really cool, and rare. And all this talk of Japanese baseball, guess what I'm making for dinner tonight? Okonomiyaki, yeah. I got hooked on the stuff again when I was over in Japan last month. All right, we're doing a save. Wow. So the Bulls decided to go to the free agent market for a foreign catcher after they traded away Tamao Kondo. I guess you missed the postseason, and all of a sudden your entire value system needs to change. Nick Fortes from the Milwaukee Brewers to the Osaka Bulls on a one-year deal. Kevin Pillar goes from the Bruisers to the Astros. 40 years old, still playing baseball. Good for him. Choi Min-jun from the Landers to the Rings. Funaki heads from the Phoenix to the Bruisers on a one-year deal. John Gant rejoining the Bruisers, where he started his JPBO career. We got a favors offer from Gabriel Arias. That's a good start. And we should be getting in talks with Juan Balbuena about extending his contract soon. Let's talk in the off-season, or like spring training, preseason era. Keeping him and Randy DeJesus would be great. Alright, January 1st. We still haven't heard about our other signings coming in. Do we even have any money left? Some. Astros currently the winners of the offseason, adding Kevin Pillar without losing anyone of note. Just on a flyer, let's offer Manichiro Omori minor league invite. Let's take a look at the Mirai League and see if they've made any signings. Kichiharu Ishii going from the Golden Kites to the Niigata Black Swans on a 5-year deal. Kinya Takenaka cashes in from the Saitama Panthers to the Nagano Flames. Oh, that is a very big contract. He's getting Morita money now. Shozo Yamamoto cashing in. Excuse me, from the Panthers... Oh yeah, Panthers are in trouble. From the Panthers to the Kumamoto Rovers. 4 years, $9.25 million. Yikes! Friendly reminder that the Mirai League has a salary cap. And the Polaris are, I think, over it right now. Almost. Unlike our league, yeah, the Mirai League does have a salary cap specifically to avoid that from happening too frequently. Pardon me, won't you? I need to refill my drink. Hey, we got Gabriel Arias and Katsumi Tanaka. Alright, we got our shortstop. So Tasaka can take a break. And I want Arias at short, not third. I did not spend that money just to get a third baseman, of which we have Machida. There we go. That's more like it. Tasaka can continue to develop, be a defensive sub. Yeah, that's the setup I'm looking for. And I think Yashia Watanabe can head back down to the minors. Keep Kensaku Suzuki. I think we still got to make one more cut. It probably would be Suzuki then. And I like the idea of DeJesus coming in for Kaneko against lefties, so that way we get Arai into the game. We'll figure it out. Alright, excuse me one moment. I just need to refill my beverage. Sorry, muted myself too soon. Be right back! Today's broadcast is powered by SodaStream Orange Mango. It's the good stuff. Maybe we need to look at upgrading Miyoshi. Declining returns, but hopefully he can bounce back. Besides, Sugiura as our captain. I mean, part of the reason we got Makino is so we have a backup in case Sugiura gets injured. Kaneko to center, Makino to left, and Randy DeJesus to right. Shogo Akiyama heads to the rings. 41 years old, $3 million contract. Masahide Matsumoto also to the Golden Kites. $6 million. These guys are mad they lost Junro Kanda, aren't they? It's a lot of money. Oh man, that Okamuda contract. It's a lot of money to commit. Apologies for the sniffing noises, my cat farted. Keep an eye on the free agent market so we can swoop in and pick up someone when their asking price goes down. Don't need nuke bar. Yeah, none of the Japanese players are really standing out as guys we need to go get. So I guess we're done with the off-season for that. Oh, sure. Now the guy who's 41 years old, the Astros are surprised that he's having trouble in the league. Oh, Astros, what are we going to do with you? Big ambitions, no results. So we didn't get Shin Maeda, and as a result, we are going to have to live with him being on the Osaka Bulls along with Choei Sugai, and they're probably going to make the postseason again. Oh, hey, we got more money. That's a shock. Who are we going to spend it on, though? Yamagata to the Golden Kites, Kato to the Rings, Kunishige to the Woodpeckers, Orlando Arcia to the Phoenix, Koga over to the Woodpeckers. Woodpeckers are basically just collecting a lot of our cast-offs, I feel like. Rings now lead the war standings. Leonard Ramos was with the Dolphins and racked up 100 innings of 2.51 ERA. So our foreign players are Arias, Balbuena, Rangel, and De Jesus. And of those, I think the highest priority is let's extend Balbuena. And we can't afford him right now. So we increased this year's budget, but next year's budget is crap. Thanks. I should have locked him in before I gave Arias the team option. Let's at least get a commitment for next year. Okay, We'll see if that price comes down at spring training. If we sign Nootbaar, he's going to first base. Big if, though. Alright, if we get to opening day and it's not quite 4 o'clock yet, I'm gonna flip over to Perfect Team. We'll do a tiny pack rip. Alright, Newt Bar's asking price is coming down for what it's worth. My guy. Machida's contact still has another tick to go up. I love it. Sakamoto just got nerfed. Great. Yandri Rojas to the Cubs. Good-looking infielder. Newt Bar's asking price is just about in our reach. How goofy is it that if we go for him? And yes, I did give him the Japanese second nationality, because if he played for the national team, he should count. Like Gosuke Kato did. But we've got Sugahara, like, I don't think we've got any other targets, unless we want to go after an improvement on Miyoshi like this season. Shin Maeda, I still covet you. Because Miyoshi's down here. Defensively sound, but I feel like there's better options out there. Maybe, maybe not. Can I also say how excited I am for next week's Flying Purple Baseball Beaters? Ooh, Newt Bar to the Jaguars. That's their Makino replacement. Sheesh. Because we got Bobby Abreu, we got Jeff Jenkins, Ken Griffey Jr. is healthy again. Carlos Guillen is still injured, but whatever. Alright, spring training is upon us. Yeah, I suspect Katsumi Tanaka is going to be joining this team out of spring training. They had a rough go with the Bruisers last season, but I'm pretty sure our coaching staff can fix him. Kinichi Endo returns to the injured list. We could see someone like Kobayashi or Fukui in the bullpen this season. I'd much rather see them stretched out, but we'll see how things go. No way we're getting rid of Tamotsu Honda, who hit the walk-off home run in the 14th to send us into the Nihon Koku series. That was last week. That's why my voice got so scratchy. Such fun. Hito's getting some stuff increase. Iriki. Ditto. He could turn into something. Senga with a movement bump. Alright. Crafty old guy with his ghost fork still working. Sugahara's contact has now gone up to 70. Honda's power rating went up. Alright, I'm vibing it. Let's get to our first cuts day and see who we can send down. Alright. So heading down, Fukui, Kobayashi. I want those two to remain stretched out. Let's keep Yamane and Katayama just in case. Let's take a look and see if there's any guys we can offer a minor league deal to. Yeah, we'll offer a deal to Kawamoto. Get some extra help. As usual, Sugahara is underperforming his ratings. Come on, guy. The only cut we're making here is sending Junichi Miyakawa down. At least Arias has adjusted well to the Japanese league so far. No idea why the Cubs cut Kawamoto. Looks like he's a decent starter at least. Would love to add him. Ooh, Phoenix getting a new owner. Friendly reminder that the only people who die in this game are owners. Okuhara, torn flexor tendon, and gone. Oh, that's not good. Well, that helps narrow down one of our options for the bullpen. Oops. Let's get down to 14 players. So Katsumi Tanaka will make the team. And now you see why it's so important we go sign Kawamoto. Yes, there we go. Okay. Promote to Chiba now. That way we can send down Yamane and Katayama. All right, cuts of the players. All right, Sugahara's slowly starting to figure it out. Most frustrating player on this team. We're going to hold off on promoting Fukui just yet. It's going to be Kazufumi Kikuchi as our backup. Infielders are basically already set. Omori has played well. Better than Sakamoto, so Hisaji's going to head down, as is Yashiya. So there's only one cut left between the various players we have. Might end up being Kensaku Suzuki after all. The Rings have a problem with Takahiro Matsumoto being that good. Mild shoulder strain, 3 days. Yeah, he'll be fine. Makino seems to be holding his own. All right. At home against the Bulls. Raising our pennant. So, Honda, 794 OPS. Omori, 877. Suzuki, 708. Okay, so Kensaku Suzuki, that's down. We will roll with a 6 outfielder complement. Congratulations, Manichino Omori. You made the team. Omori can play first too, it seems. Good, good. Diagnosed with blurred vision, yeah. Probably got his head blurred from getting sent down to the farm so quickly. We are projected to finish second behind the Rings. Rings don't exactly have any starting pitching, though. Hideo Murakami, Hiroshi... Okay, so Kishimoto is probably going to be a problem. Especially since he's stuck behind Honda. Or Hamada over in at catcher. At least Makino's projected to contribute with the bat. DeJesus 31 long bombs. Bulls, of course, with their 2 power bats. Matsumoto, yeah, he's going to be an issue. They're calling Koga for 20 home runs. I mean, he got 22 for the Rings 2 seasons ago, so it's not unexpected. Big improvement from his first season with us. Takeuchi for the Bruisers. Basically, he's their new face of the franchise. 417 on base. And they're projecting the Golden Kites are going to run away with the Nihon League. Nootbaar, though. What kind of a deal did the Jags give him? $3.88 mil. Has Pilar hit free agency yet? Nope. Still needs 3 more years of service time. Oh, right, now it has to re-roll the predictions. I jumped the gun, haha. Takara Fukui slips to number 8 in the overall prospect list. But he's going to be ready to come up very soon. We're still at the top farm system in all the land. Keto ranking 15th. Okay, I can vibe with that. Still got Junseo Kim. If Arias gets injured, Kim comes up. And Iwasaki, 19-year-old. Now we're projected to win the whole shebang. Rings are still going to be an issue. Alright, now we can actually give an extension to Balbuena. Yeah, let's go one... Let's just add on another year at 4.6. Alright. Balbuena gets the ball for game 1. heck of a lineup we got. And you'll see it all next week on the Saturday Seafarers. Let's take a look and see who else is streaming out of the park right now so I can raid y'all into them. I'm not going to be able to stall time until AZ Axel is up and running. Ah, Warbot's going. Okay. Of course Warbot's going. He never stops. Okay, so the arm of the crane that they're building is just going up onto the building outside. Hey, Doc, good to see you. You're just at the tail end of the stream. So let's rip my drop packs, see if we get anything, and reminisce about when this team was actually good. Ah, that's right. Thank you for bringing this up, Doc. Remember, if you subscribe, you'll get access to those emotes. My little pixel art imitations of me, as well as Bob, because Bob. And once per sub or resub, a custom out of the park uniform set from yours truly. Use it for your theme team, use it for your perfect team, use it for your franchise mode. So the Ghost Ship of Oz kind of ran away with this division. Former Perfect League participant bounced out a diamond. It looks like he's going right back there. This is the gap between where I am and actually getting into the top flight of this league. Okay, I have Gunner. I have that at least. Oh, and he's got the Alumni Aussie too. Ghost Ship, my Tuchus. We had a chance. We had a chance. No, we don't. 8 and 18 in July. I think what I've realized the issue is we give up way too many walks. Too many low control guys. Rigetti, Thornton, Tickham, Krabowski, Allen, Cease, and Newhouser. There we go, we go through this way. That's way too many walks from Rigetti and Titcombe and Cease to be in the rotation. Yeah, you see, that's not good. Tudor's been kicking butt. Consuegra just gives up too many hits. I know Dishnet packed him last night. Every time I've played Consuegra, like, I want to like him. It's just he gives up too much contact. Anyways, let's rip some packs. This is my main dock. This is the packs only Shizuoka arrows. I only rip packs on this team. I bought PT Plus once so I could get the Barry Larkin, and that's also how I got the Dylan Cease by accident. Edwin Nunez, get him up there for 199 perfect points. Sell the dupes and see if we can't pick up. And a lot of people trying to move points around and break the terms of service. Anytime you see a live card with like a last 10 in the thousands. That's what it was. And I also know that Out of the Park Developments has caught it and is addressing the matter. Just that transaction still stays in the L10. But yes, please do not circumvent the terms of service. It's decidedly uncool. So I think next season I'm going to lean into the this kind of park setup where you have high home run, low average, low extra base hit. Wait, do I not have it available? Ah, darn it. I was hoping to move to Polo Grounds. Well, looks like I'm staying in Hanbot for next season. Steve Howe continues to be the only good reliever we have. High control. G. Lesson learned for next year. We're also going to bring in that Ronald Acuna Jr. I picked up. Again, if I'm trying to lean into the high contact, I mean, that's pretty good. 110, 114. Oh, good to see NCRT's OPS Plus is in double digits this time. Good, good. And Adolis Garcia putting up a fantastic season. Better than anyone else. Like, Charlie Hickman still getting 20 home runs is not bad. It's just be nice if he could take a walk every once in a while. Maybe we should have swapped in Gehrig. Or, it's not Gehrig. Giambi. We only have a Diamond Lou, or a Gold Lou. We don't have the Diamond Lou. Close to a few missions being completed, though. Exceedingly close in some cases. But anyways, that's going to wrap up my time today. You'll see me next on Wednesday with the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters as we finish the 2003 season. Griffey Jr. and Marcus Thames have some help. Their names are Jeff Jenkins and Bobby Abreu. It's Fire Wagon Baseball, and I'm hoping it keeps us the wild card. We're going to be rating into Warbot TBD, who is doing their usual breakdown of the cards released in Baseball Reference 4, Part 3. Looks like Paul Sporer is in the chat as well. And they still got a long way to go, so no drops, but some amazing insight for perfect team players on the way. If you're still short on drops, not to worry. AZ Axel will be going later today with the Backyard Project. And if I'm not mistaken, Yukadin Kazami is slowly returning to a regular streaming schedule. Baseball Bingo would be going at 9 o'clock today, if that's the case. If you missed both of those, Bull League at 10:30 Eastern is your option. Time is precious, folks, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me today. Have a great rest of the weekend. Firage, take us out.